The Angels exploded for 18 runs in Houston behind Neto's stunning 7 RBI night, headlining a wild day around the majors that also saw a back-and-forth slugfest in Cincinnati and the Royals extending their winning streak to 5. The Cardinals outlasted the Reds in a wild one, winning 10-9 in Cincinnati despite Riley O'Brien needing just a third of an inning to lock down the save. Peter Strzelecki picked up the win with 2 scoreless innings of relief, striking out 1 batter. Matt McLain went deep for the Reds, while Jordan Walker answered with a home run of his own for St. Louis. Ellie De La Cruz added a stolen base and a hit for Cincinnati, and the Cardinals got contributions all over the lineup with Jordan Walker, Brian Torres, Nathan Church, Jose Furman, J.J. Weatherholt, Alec Burleson, and Ivan Herrera all recording hits. Burleson's knock was part of a bigger trend. He's now hit safely in 7 straight games for St. Louis. It was a back-and-forth slugfest that came down to the final outs, with the Cardinals' bullpen holding just enough to escape Great American Ballpark with the road win. Cleveland took care of business at home, beating San Francisco 5-2 behind a dominant start from Gavin Williams, who struck out 11 batters over 5.2 innings to pick up the win. Cade Smith slammed the door with a clean save to close it out. Willie Adams provided the lone bright spot for the Giants with a solo home run, but San Francisco couldn't string together enough offense to keep pace. Patrick Bailey chipped in a stolen base for the Guardians, who got hits from 7 different batters including Stephen Kwan, Jose Ramirez, and Travis Bazzana. With Williams carving up San Francisco's lineup for double-digit strikeouts, Cleveland's pitching staff set the tone early and never let go, cruising to the win at home. Toronto powered past Tampa Bay 5-1, homering 3 times in the win. Nathan Lukes, Daz Cameron, and Kazuma Okamoto all went deep for the Blue Jays, while Andrés Giménez swiped 2 bags to pace the running game, one of the day's best fantasy lines with a 2 stolen base game. Shane Bieber was excellent on the mound, going 7 innings and allowing just 1 earned run while striking out 7 to earn the win. Tampa Bay got a strong start of its own from Ian Seymour, who struck out 8 over 5 innings, but the Rays' offense could only muster a run and went down in defeat. It was a complete team effort for Toronto, power, speed, and length from the rotation all showing up in the same game. The Royals kept rolling, beating the Athletics 6-2 to extend their winning streak to 5 straight games. Bobby Witt Jr. homered and Salvador Perez went 3 for 5 with an RBI, while Michael Massey matched him with a 3 for 4, 1 RBI night, both multi-hit performances worth a look for fantasy managers. Connor Thomas picked up the win out of the bullpen with 1.2 scoreless innings and 2 strikeouts, and Tyler Talbert added a stolen base. Kansas City's lineup was relentless from top to bottom, and with the win streak now at 5, the Royals look like one of the hotter teams in baseball heading into the final stretch of August. Atlanta shut out the White Sox 2-0 on the road, backed by a strong start from Grant Holmes, who worked 6 scoreless innings with 3 strikeouts to earn the win. Raisel Iglesias closed it out with a clean save. Mauricio Dubon led the way offensively for the Braves, going 3 for 4, a multi-hit effort that stands out even without an RBI attached. Chicago's lineup managed just a handful of hits, with Andrew Benintendi providing one of the only bright spots. It was a quiet, efficient day for Atlanta's pitching staff, holding the White Sox off the board entirely for the shutout win. Milwaukee beat Seattle 7-4, powered by Garrett Mitchell's huge day at the plate. He went 3 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBI. Chad Patrick worked 2.1 scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts to earn the win, and Trevor Megill closed things out with a save. Joey Ortiz and Jackson Chourio each swiped a bag for the Brewers as part of a balanced offensive attack. Seattle's Josh Naylor was held without a hit, snapping his 9-game hitting streak in the loss, though Julio Rodriguez and Brendan Donovan both picked up knocks for the Mariners. Mitchell's 3 RBI afternoon proved to be the difference maker as Milwaukee pulled away. The Yankees rolled past the Orioles 6-1, getting home runs from both Spencer Jones and Luis Garcia Jr., who each finished 3 for 4 with an RBI multi-hit nights that made for one of the better fantasy days on the slate. Jarrett Cole was dominant on the mound, striking out 8 over 6 innings to pick up the win, and Ryan Yarbrough finished it off with a 3-inning save. Spencer Jones added a stolen base to go with his power display. Baltimore's lone run came via a Dylan Beaver's home run, but the Orioles dropped their 4th straight game. Pete Alonso kept his own streak alive with a hit, running his hitting streak to 12 straight games even in a losing effort. Jacob deGrom was untouchable for Texas, striking out 10 over 6 shutout innings to lead the Rangers past Washington 2-0. Corey Seager provided the offense with a solo home run, and Jacob Latz sealed it with a save. Wyatt Langford and Ezequiel Duran each stole a base for Texas, while Jose Tina picked one up for the Nationals in the loss. Washington's offense was shut down all afternoon, managing only scattered singles and never threatening to put a run on the board. It was a dump and the Rangers did it that way without their very much. The Angels put on an offensive clinic in Houston, routing the Astros 18-3 behind a historic night from Zach Neto, who went 5 for 6 with 7 RBI. Vaughn Grissom also had a big day, going 3 for 6 with 3 RBI, and Denzer Guzman joined Neto in going deep for Los Angeles. Grayson Rodriguez was outstanding on the mound, allowing 0 earned runs over 7 innings with 6 strikeouts to lock up the win. Wade Meckler chipped in a stolen base as the Angels piled on run after run. Houston's lineup managed some hits from Isaac Paredes, Yordan Alvarez, and Yainer Diaz, but it was nowhere near enough to keep pace with an Angels offense that was clicking on every level. Neto's 7 RBI explosion was the headline performance of the entire day across baseball. Pete Alonso keeps producing for Baltimore, extending his hitting streak to 12 straight games even in a losing effort. Alec Burleson is quietly building his own streak, now up to 7 games with a hit for the Cardinals. On the other side, Josh Naylor's 9-game hitting streak came to an end in Milwaukee's win over Seattle. And the Royals are red hot, riding a 5-game winning streak into the stretch run after taking down the Athletics. Fantasy managers had plenty to like on Thursday. Andrés Giménez stole 2 bags for Toronto, a nice source of speed for streaming lineups. Kansas City's middle infield delivered 2, with Salvador Perez going 3 for 5 and Michael Massey matching him at 3 for 4, both driving in a run. Garrett Mitchell was the biggest ad of the day, going 3 for 4 with 3 RBI in Milwaukee's win, while Spencer Jones backed up his power with a 3 for 4 night for the Yankees. Mauricio Dubon also went multi-hit for Atlanta even without an RBI to show for it. That's a wrap on today's action around the majors. Hit subscribe so you never miss a recap.